Hello and welcome all to the meetup. Today, I want to help you not to fall off track. So if you feeling like this year has started very slow, you're frustrated, like, hey, I really want to get things done. I want to move forward with something. How I can help you to get on top of your plan, to execute what you want, get the results that you're looking for. So this is what this day will be all about. I do advise, if you haven't watched yet last week's meetup training, I do recommend you to listen to that because I was sharing a strategy. How did I 10x my income in, I was saying 12 months. Sorry, I lied. It was in 10 months. So now I can say it has been continuous. So today, we kind of go to the next level to go deeper from that strategy. Hi, also from Facebook, if you do want to join the Zoom meeting here, where I can take your questions live to support you as well, you can come here. And it is courage2lead.in/meetup, a direct link to the Zoom. So let me just introduce, if we haven't met before, or you're watching the recording, or you're on YouTube watching the replay. I'm Kaisa Siipilehto, the founder of LIVIO JOY. I am a leadership coach and a career growth expert. So for the past few years, I've been helping different experts, leaders, starting entrepreneurs around the world to find what is meaningful for them, what do they want to accomplish and experience, and how can then I support them to create that faster with more fun and joy. What is LIVIO JOY all about? My background is in business development, enhancing sales, client experiences, customer engagement using brand marketing. So when I'm coaching and mentoring and training you, not only do I want to bring in my coaching skills, but also the knowledge I've gathered over 15 years in corporate and in business. So if you're there as well, I'm happy to support you to be recognized in your field so you can increase your impacts and income doing what is meaningful for you. So that's what I'm advocating, and especially remote working, because I've connected with experts around the world, really helping global leaders and specialists to move forward in their careers. I'm not only here to talk about myself, how did I 10x my income, or 5x the number of paying clients in 10 months, but what kind of results I have helped also others to reach. I want you to see what is possible for you as well. So just to share, I have seen how challenging situations have been for many experts. There have been a lot of layoffs, even in industries that were booming, have been facing challenges, and a lot of experts are looking for new career opportunities. Of the active job seekers last year, of my clients, 9 out of 10 got employed or self-employed in 1 to 6 months. So I just want to share that whatever you feel like, oh my God, it's not possible, and you want to go down the rabbit hole, like, oh my God, this is like so challenging. How do I dig myself up from some situation that you might be in? It is possible. Even in construction, a 60-plus-year-old got employed in a few months. So I just wanted to share that. So I'm not in here only to pour my advice, but give you concrete examples, because I believe those will help. Those have helped me when I've heard other experts, other entrepreneurs share their stories, their experiences. It has helped me to see what's possible. That kind of takes me to the first point that I wanted to share with you today. So I do have three, as usual, three key ideas how not fall off track, but get on top of your plan, create the vision that you want to have for yourself for this year. So as you're entering these questions, these tips that I'm sharing, I do want you to think about what it is that is on top of your mind. What do you want to experience and achieve in the next 6 to 12 months? When you're more clear on that, I can really help you. Put the questions in the chat where you are, what's your biggest questions. I will take those as well. So this is not only me talking to you, but of course, I'll take your shares as well. So, and I wanted to bring this up because you requested this. Especially yesterday in my group coaching call, my clients were asking like, this year has started so slow. I really want to get on top of things. Like, what can I do to get results faster? So here I am, bringing to you what has helped me and what I've seen has helped my clients to achieve what they want. First of all, I want you to say no to limitations. Work on anything that might be holding you back. I don't mean getting rid of the fears or getting rid of the negative. I want you to acknowledge that, notice where it's coming from, and how you can then manage and shift it. Instead of the limitations, I want you to focus on seeing, seeking for, and helping others to see opportunities. What is possible for you? And what is possible for your clients, your teammates, your future employers, wherever you are in your situation. If you're looking for work, or you're looking to start your business, or you're looking to get your next clients, for example, I want you to focus on what is possible. I just had a call with one marketing expert enhancing solution-focused sales for businesses. And he said he's been seeing so many comments on LinkedIn, how people are complaining about their situations. And we shifted it around. We were like, he doesn't want to take that approach. He wants to be there giving his knowledge to those companies and those teams who want to increase their sales numbers, to develop their business. So do you hear the difference? Instead of like seeing the limitations or complaining, I want you to really see what is possible for you. Seek out those opportunities. Some of my clients, for example, are planning to move abroad or spend a lot of time abroad next year. That involves a lot of planning. So I want you to visualize what would be exciting for you and how you can build other things around it to make it possible for you. Okay, that was my first. So the second point is how you can step into your leadership. It is already there. We all have it within us. It's just how, like I said in the first place, not to be hooked on the limitations or doubts or fears, and really focusing on what is possible. What do you want to create? And then how can you use your leadership? I mean, step into your leadership. And what are maybe the areas that you want to step up your leadership a little bit? And I'm happy to share what has been limiting myself, how I've worked through that. But what I really mean by this is that don't wait for someone to contact you be active, follow up. And what I hear often is that people have unrealistic plans. They want a new job in 2 weeks, but their plan is to contact one person a week. It can be possible, but I would say there's a little chance to step up the game a little bit. So what is really a realistic plan? Think about the timeline you want to achieve or experience something. And what are the things that then will help you to achieve that? And don't be afraid to follow up. When you do take action, first comes the planning, of course, then comes the action. And in my previous videos, there's been a lot of talk around the strategy, vision, strategy, then action. Now I want you to focus on the action part. When you've seeing what is possible, that what you want to create, what actions can you take and how much, how often. Make a plan and go out there to execute that right away. Because that's how we get feedback if it's working or you need to change something. For example, in my example, if somebody wants a new job in 2 weeks, how many people she would want to contact daily and when to follow up, for example, in a few days. That's a very fast recruiting process, for example, but I'm just saying what was her target. And if you're afraid to contact people, how will you create those job opportunities? I hope I don't want to be here just like shaming anyone. That is not my point here. I just want you to see like what are the targets for you, and then what do you feel like it's needed for you to do, and what kind of follow-ups, because there's so much noise out there. There's so many job applicants. There's so many people selling their skills in a similar fields. There's so much content, everything, so much noise. So how do people hear your message? Learn what it is that you do. What's your expertise? How do you help others? It takes time and those touch points and contact points for people to acknowledge that, notice that, remember that, learn what you're teaching. So follow up, follow up, follow up. I just wanted to share that it took me about 1.5 years to get 2 contracts with 2 companies because they were going through organizational changes and things like that. So I was building the relationship. Not every day, not every week in this case, but I had connected with them. We had started the conversations. I stayed in touch. I followed up. We had new conversations. New people were involved because, like I mentioned, there was organizational changes that impacted for us to start the relationship. But then we did, and they had an urgent need. So then I started, and once I got one of these contracts, then I contacted other companies like, hey, there's really a need. So I was wondering if you would need my help as well. So I want you to hear, build on what is working. When you go out there, follow up, see what's working, do more of that. But like I said, it took me about 1.5 years to get the contract with this company. So I want you to think about relationships. This is kind of a tip, let's say an extra tip, that do build relationships in the long term, not only when you need help or you need new clients or you need to look for work. Be there, building your brand, building your relationship, building your connections all the time. I have so many clients who've been, let's say, neglecting those relationships. And now that they got unemployed, they notice like, oh, I don't have any contacts on my LinkedIn, or I haven't updated my LinkedIn in 10 years because I haven't needed to. It's not too late. What can we do now for you to build your presence, to be in touch with the people you want to surround yourself with? Who do you want to help, and go look for that? It's really about building the relationships long term. I guess that's what my point was. Who can resonate with that? Put me in the chat if you want to step up your game in building the connections, building the professional relationships that will help you advance your goals. And thirdly, I'm just checking my notes here. Yes. So thirdly, I don't want you to settle for too cheap. Honor your worth. Know your value. Know your expertise. Then negotiate. Of course, there can be room for negotiation, but I want you to really honor what you have. Honor your time, your energy, whoever you help. Stand on, this is about the leadership as well, how you really step into your leadership and hold the leadership and honor your worth. You know the value. I know most of the people suffer with imposter syndrome. Put I in the chat if you feel like that as well. And I have a lot of those. Even like those who've been super successful in their careers, they are kind of like a client yesterday was like, I've been getting these promotions and new opportunities, but I just find it very challenging to see my achievements and market that. He's not alone. So do the work. And what I mean by that is to reflect on what are the skills, knowledge, expertise you have gathered so far. What excites you next? How you can utilize the skills and knowledge you already have, and what have you achieved? How have you helped others, your teams, your employees, your clients, gather that data? That will also help you to acknowledge what you have achieved. It's so easy, and the brain is just wired for you to notice like what is missing, what is lacking, what have I not done. And yes, like I said, from 9 out of 10 of my clients who were seeking for jobs got employed in 1 to 6 months. I could focus on the one person and be like, I wasn't able to help her to get a job in 6 months. I could be like going down the rabbit hole and not acknowledging, and 9 out of 10 did. So since our brain is so wired to think about the negative, because that's just the survival mechanism that we have, I do want you to, like the first point, focus on what is possible. And here, when you're thinking of the value that you have provided and that what value you can bring to others, I really invite you to reflect on that. Make a list of like of the achievements, what have you helped, and it doesn't need to be solely you. It can be also what your team has done or what you've created together with some people. What was your role in it? What was your areas of responsibility? How did you respond to those achievements? So a tip here is that really niche your expertise. And here again, you don't need to be focusing on offering the knowledge and the work that you have gathered. What is an area that you would want to focus on? For example, today I have had a client call who's like really a generalist, helping businesses in sales, in marketing, having those customer solutions, best solutions for his clients in various industries. So his focus was so broad, and now we have narrowed it down from 3 areas to 1 specific area. So now he can be building his brand, meaning that other people will know what he wants to specialize in and what he has already created, what kind of results he has already created. Now he can go out there and talk about how to create those customer solutions in a way that he has experienced being very useful for his clients. So yes, I focus, the more narrow your niche is, like the area that you want to focus on, the knowledge that you want to provide, the easier it is for other people to recognize you for that. And this will help you to achieve the results. And now I'm talking like career-wise. This can also be in other things as well. Because building a brand is really having all those connections and touch points. So how can you build your reputation and image of you? And the idea of branding is that you're in charge, you're kind of managing the way other people perceive you, because you're putting the message out there, you're active. So that will help others to recognize you, to be a recognized expert in your field when you are building your brand accordingly. Okay, this is what I wanted to share with you today. So these are just a few things, but I really wanted to share these key points with you today that has helped me to 10x or 5x, or like I said, to help my clients achieve their results. So how can you get on top of your plans, your vision? First, first the vision, then come up with the strategy, and then go execute that plan. So, like I said, first, not focusing on the limitations, but seeking for and helping others to see the possibilities. Like I'm helping my clients to see the possibilities for them, giving them new perspectives on things. How can they put those fears or doubts aside and see what could be available for them? Competition is healthy. Comparison is really not. So how can you, again, go to that niche area to specialize in your key core competencies, let's say. And I really invite you to work on something bigger than yourself, having a vision, like I said, to help others to see the possibilities. What is on the other side? Maybe you're in a business that you have enjoyed. Maybe you had some challenges, like I did with my moving abroad, transitioning my career, pivoting to a new field, starting my business all at once. So there was a lot of things that was overwhelming me. So now I can really understand what it takes to make big life changes or decisions and go after that. That's why I find it meaningful to help others in this area. What is it for you specifically? Secondly, step into your leadership, and what area of leadership you want to step up. Maybe it is related to those fears or doubts that you have. Like I said, you can be just like, okay, I hear you, but then how you can manage quiet that voice and see the possibilities. Thirdly, don't settle for cheap. Don't sell your expertise for too cheap. I wanted to share this because I have met so many who have found it difficult to know their worth. Or maybe they know and they have targets like, this is really what I want to be making from helping others with my expertise, but they are not honoring that. So put the boundaries. What is really key for you? Stand in your leadership, know the value you can provide for others. And this again helps when you look back. Now for example, I'm more confident as a coach when I see like, these are the results that I have helped my clients to achieve. Gather the information, the data from your expertise that will help you not only to build the brand, but for you to gather that confidence and really honor your worth. Not to sell too cheap. Like my client was saying yesterday, like, oh, if I work with my friends, I really want to give them a discount. Well, it's the same time and energy she would use. Then we came up with the plan that she will take the girls for drinks who will be her clients. So value the time and energy you pour into helping others. Okay. So who here is ready to take action? What is the point from the 1, 2, 3 that I shared that maybe you need to focus on first? I know this is me talking. Do put your questions in the chat if you have something that you really have on top of your mind. While you do that, I do want to share that first of all, who's ready to go to the next level, to level up, get part of my language, get shit done, like we talked about with my clients yesterday. So put me in the chat who's ready to do that. I want to see you succeed. That's why I'm here weekly, sharing what I have struggled with, sharing what has worked for me or my clients so that you can create the experiences or results that you want in your life, in your business. So I do have a masterclass coming next week, Wednesday, where I will hold your hand to really get clear on the topics that we talked last week. So how can I help you to gain your results? We go over my 3-step method, what helped me to 10x my income in 10 months. I will also bring a lot of other tools and knowledge and workbooks and trackers, and really what's the value of the masterclass is to work with me there. So if you are ready to go to the next level, but you still have some doubts like, oh my God, how to do this? Where do I start? I'm unclear on my vision, so I don't know what to do next. Don't worry. You're not the only one. Like I said, I meet these people daily. who are in similar situations. Therefore, it's not too late if you feel like, okay, the year has started very slow, you're frustrated, you want to see results. Well, how can I help you to get there, to fast track, to overcome those ever barriers you have? So like I said, I'm facilitating a masterclass next week on the 24th of January at 10 a.m. Eastern Time Standard. And you can now register to get a spot, an early bird ticket for only $47. So like I said, you will get my guidance, my knowledge, the tools, the workbooks, and everything you really need to get on top of your plans, to get those things done and achieve that you want. So let me just put the link in the chat. Who knows already that you want to come? Like I said, now you can register for $47 to get that masterclass with me. It will be a small group working on one right now. Sorry, I had a window on top of that. I didn't see your comments yet. I would love to see you in the work in the masterclass to work this number one, because it's the key for everything. How can we overcome those limitations to see the possibilities? So I would love to support you with that. Like I shared the link, I will put the link on Facebook as well. So if you want to come next week, Wednesday, to this masterclass, how to 10x your income and impact, where I will share the details with you, but also give you personal advice to handhold you wherever you are. What has been feeling challenging for you now, and how can I support you? Like I said, it's so easy to get like hooked up in what is not happening or what is missing, what is not there yet. Not there yet. So how can I help you to get there? Manage your emotions, step into your leadership. Like I said, it's already there. How can we activate that? What are the areas in your leadership that you want to step up so that you can create the opportunities that are waiting for you? And I'm so excited to hear what those are. What is it that you want to experience? What is it that you want to achieve this year? What does success look like for you? Let's start from there and move forward. Okay, it was great meeting you again, like we do weekly here in the meetup. So welcome to join next week as well. And those of you that I will see you in the masterclass, I look forward to working with you. How can I help you to really intest power hour together, get those plans ready, get you equipped and feeling resourceful that you are ready to go to the next level. So I do invite you to register now before the price goes up. Like I said, this is an early bird before next week's masterclass. So the first ones will secure the seat and get the early bird ticket now. Thank you. I love that you're showing up consistently. This is you building your leadership. So I wanted to acknowledge you for that. And yes, if no questions today, working on the step. number one, put those in the chat when you're watching the replay. What step are you in? 1, 2, or 3? And I would love to hear those because maybe next week we can then focus on the topic, go deeper into that one that has been kind of like on top of your mind lately. So I'm taking requests on the topics as well. I want to hear what are the challenges you're facing. So what can I bring to you that could help you? Okay, see you in the masterclass and see you in the meetup. So next week. So have a great rest of your week and looking forward to hearing what you're wanting to create. Okay, ciao.